Guys ever think that this world would just be such a nicer place if we just stopped obsessing over politics all the time? Stop watching videos like these, lefty losers losing it, or right winger owned, or just arguing with each other constantly in the comment section. I am right, yeah, lefty, you are wrong, and I am right because I know all the facts. Oh, God, it's insufferable. If you're ever lucky enough to do a bit of travelling, especially if you go to like Southeast Asia or something like that, people just don't live their lives like this. They just don't. It's a real insufferable trait that we've picked up here in the West. Well, I used to obsess about this stuff. About 9 months ago, I was making this sort of content. I was obsessed with politics 24/7. What's my stance on immigration? Right, research this. What do I think about climate change? What do I think of this? Like absorbing politics every single day, watching these videos, arguing with people in the comment section. No, I'm right. I have all the facts. And I just got burnt out. And I took a break. I just had a social media detox for a good 7 months. And I tell you what, it was one of the best things that I'd done. I really did, because this stuff is insufferable. Now, people will argue that, you can't bury your head in the sand. You need to be informed about this stuff. Politics is toxic. The fascists are coming in. You can't just sit there and take the red pill or blue pill, whatever it is. I haven't watched The Matrix for years. And I get these, I do get some of these arguments. I'm not advocating for just burying your head in the sand. All I'm advocating for is, does this type of shit, absorbing this type of content every single day, actually help the fight? Watching that video of lefty losers losing it, is that going to bring positivity to your life? Is that going to give you information about what's going on in the world? But also, I just find a lot of these content creators, not all of them, there's some really nice people out there, but a lot of them I just find insufferable. They're just on this soulless quest for recognition, for views. They want to be heard. They want their existence acknowledged, basically. Please acknowledge my existence. I am important. I know things. Throw some examples. Julia Hartley-Brewer on Twitter throwing out this post. Bob Vylan's recent Glastonbury appearance. She found out this little nugget of information that he's a vegan and that he's playing at a dairy farm. Oh, wow, you're so intelligent, Julia Hartley-Brewer. You're so amazing. Yes, I know. Look at this little bit of information that I've just found out. Please like me. Please like me. Like my post. Like me. Acknowledge me. I find it insufferable. Like, what positivity is that bringing to our lives, scrolling through this crap? And I want to make it clear, this is not a left-right thing. You go on the other side, you get exactly the same crap. Femi, J.K. Rowling. Look, everyone, look. J.K. Rowling, the millionaire author, acknowledged my existence. That's what that's about. Look at me. Look, I was acknowledged by J.K. Rowling. Please. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about burying your head in the sand. I'm talking about actually really concentrating on the sort of media that you absorb. What positivity is that bringing to my life? I watched that video about Femi and J.K. Rowling. Is that fighting the good fight? Is it spending all day on Twitter, arguing with people in the comment sections of video, arguing about the other side because you're left wing and they're right wing and they're wrong, arguing and arguing? Is that fighting the good fight? Is it? Is that actually helping? Is that doing anything? Or maybe you should actually take a step back from this stuff and actually think, well, what is the field of influence that I have? If you really believe in trying to do something good and something positive to the world, maybe look about your field of influence. Maybe thinking about that friend that you haven't spoke to for a while. Maybe I should give him a ring or give him a text, or that uncle that I haven't popped round to see for ages, or what's going on in my local area? Is there a food bank that I can spare an hour a week to go down and help out? Is there a community project, like a gardening project, smartening up a certain area, your neighbourhood, that I can go and dedicate an hour to instead of the hours that you spend constantly arguing online about politics? This is a point that I want to make. None of this stuff works. None of this stuff does any good. You're just filling yourself with negativity all day long. It doesn't take a genius to work out. If you constantly pump negative media, negative news, argue all day long, if all your social interactions mainly are arguing online, because your food gets ordered from Deliveroo, you order from Amazon, you don't pop down to a shop, you don't actually see, you work from home and you don't even see a physical human being, but all your social time is just spent arguing. Is that going to have a positive effect on your life? Is that going to make you the positive person that you need to be in order to fight these things that are real? There are dangers. I'm concerned about the way the country's going. But is arguing online going to help? Is shouting at people that disagree with you going to help? Is constantly absorbing negative media a good thing? No. Like I say, I'm not an advocate for taking the red pill or blue pill or whatever you call it. But just think about what you're taking in and what media you're taking in. I generally I have sort of like one podcast a week that I trust, that gives me the facts and the news of what's going on in the world. And I dedicate, you know, maybe a couple of hours a week to just finding out what's going on in the world. And I think we really need to get away and move away from this negative media. And it's one of those things that just draws us into the sofa as well. For some people it's Netflix, for some people it's this, but for a lot of people it's absorbing political content and arguing online. Because it sets the endorphins when you're arguing, doesn't it? If you're right and you can prove a point, yeah, prove a point, it just draws you into the sofa, which is another problem because we're not interacting with people. Actually, do you know what? I might do a separate video about that. I'm going to stop recording this video and I'm going to do a separate video about how we can combat this constant pull to the sofa with distractions and how we desperately need social interactions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, and if you have a topic that you want me to discuss, pop it down below and maybe it'll feature in the next video. Till next time, take care.